live on YouTube. Good morning. It's David, and welcome to the beginning, the first day of 2023 Global Entrepreneurship Week, a week that was actually started by the Kauffman Foundation in 2008. And I actually got involved with the Global Entrepreneurship Week and the Kauffman Foundation in 2010. I went out to Kansas City to the very first Global Entrepreneurship Week partners that they ever had. And so every Global Entrepreneurship Week, and for me, the way I've celebrated the week has changed, but our lives changed. It's done differently, and it didn't fit the way that I need to get some things done. So you're always an entrepreneur. Once an entrepreneur, always an entrepreneur. So I took this pledge for the first time in 2010. I've said it every year on I guess this is the second Monday in November, which is traditionally Global Entrepreneurship. It used to be. And it's just something for my part. So let me do the pledge, and we'll move on. The Entrepreneur's Pledge. I am an entrepreneur. I am following a dream, pursuing an opportunity, taking charge of my own destiny. Let me pause for a moment on that one. Just about 6 weeks ago, I publicly announced the Celebrate Business Project. And in 2024, January 1st, 2024, it will be my 75th Diamond Jubilee year of celebrating business, because I was born into a family and we had two small businesses, 2 different generations, 2 small businesses, and so that's how I've lived my entire life. And I bought my first business when I was 24 years old, and that was a real adventure. But it's about the dream. It's about following the dream, and if you are really true to that dream, you will pursue it with your passion, persistence, but you have to remember patience, and that's one thing that the folks don't have much of, is patience. But things will happen when they are supposed to happen. Okay, so I'm an entrepreneur. I have a dream. I am bringing something of value, emphasis on the word value, to society, making a job for myself and for others, and creating wealth that benefits my family, my community, my country, my world. Wow, it's a lot of value. I have to pause here to a great conversation. Well, it lasted for an entire weekend. Was with Michael Gerber at his dream room. His dream room was somewhere in the San Diego area. I don't remember the exact city. And I went and I spent 3 days there in a regular Michael Gerber program. There were probably 50 other folks also there. but I had a lot of time, a lot of available one-on-one time with Michael, which I absolutely took advantage of. He wrote, he started with a book called The E-Myth, and that's, the E-Myth has been rewritten probably 25 times. Matter of fact, I'm one of 5,000 people. I have copy number 50 of the E-Myth that Michael wrote in 25th anniversary of it. But the reason why I brought him up, his major argument is that most entrepreneurs are just creating a job for themselves, and they aren't true to entrepreneurship, which is build it, start it, continue it, but go beyond the job aspect of it. Because an entrepreneur creates jobs, they can't be part of that. Well, that was Michael's argument, and I took the other side of the table and I said, Michael, I've been creating jobs for myself. I create jobs for myself almost every day of my life, but they are moving things forward. And he kind of smiled and said, well, that might be the exception to the rule. Okay, entrepreneur dreaming value. I am one of millions of entrepreneurs and innovators who made America great and who will keep our economy going and growing. Very important. We need entrepreneurs more than ever now, as our economy, the general economy, is operating fairly well. Lots of challenges, but there more change is needed. More change is needed. More ideas, more ways that folks can use their energy to do positive things to make America, to make anywhere you live great. Okay, and the final I am, because these are all I ams. The final I am is what I am because many people have helped me along this journey. Many people have helped me along this journey. Well, it's the folks, if they had not been helping me along this journey, I wouldn't be here today. And I'm very grateful to those folks that have taken that kind of interest in my journey. Actually, now that's the bottom line theme of the Celebrate Business Project. I want to, in 2024, I want to visit as many of the 387 metropolitan statistical areas, MSAs there are, and that's where I want to develop a creative marketing and sales collaborative community in each one of those. The communities will be anywhere from 10 to 25 people. That's where my thinking is right now. Could change, but 10 to 25 folks with a ambassador facilitator in each MSA, so that they will be right there where things are happening, because I'll be on to the next one. And so I am right now involved in conversations with some folks that will help me make that happen. And we'll share that information with you when it's appropriate. Okay, so the first part of the pledge is I am. Now I'm going to come to the therefore and the I will part of it. And that's where I make the commitments. And here's my commitments to entrepreneurship. I will tell my story, my successes and failures, so that others taking the entrepreneurial path can learn. Uh, I have probably produced, not probably, I have produced over 2,500 hours of YouTubes. They're still not there. They were in two stations, and well, it goes back 16 years. I started 16 years ago, and there were 2,400 hours. Many of them are still there. Uh, we are going to be developing the Celebrate Biz. Well, I can't give you the domain name away. Uh, we have a place that we will put everything that all of our learning, so that folks can come and learn. I pledge to that. I will strive to mentor an inspiring entrepreneur. I way more. I've mentored way more than one entrepreneur. Never stop to take count how many. Doesn't matter. I will make my voice heard by those who make policy decisions that affect me and my business. Um, I haven't done that as much, but what I have done is support the AARP, and that is their mission. So they are the voice. They make the voices heard. I signed an email that they sent to me a couple days ago, and it was going to all the senators and all the House of Representatives about some legislation they were working on. They can do a much better job of that than I can, number one. Number two, as time goes on, the more apolitical I become. I mean, I can't, it's incredible to me, all the things that are happening in this world. And I was actually a political science graduate. Ask my friend Fred Lewis, who will probably watch this video. He too was a political science graduate, and the political science that we learned in the classroom. Well, I can't speak for Fred, that I learned in the classroom was definitely not what is happening today. It's amazing. So I kind of step back and let others make it happen. I will appreciate and celebrate my accomplishments and the accomplishments of my fellow entrepreneurs, and I demonstrated that in all the conversations I had with folks. Out of the 2,500 hours, I'm going to guess at least 1,000 of those were conversations I had with people. And well, and also to that point, appropriately, anybody watching this this week, if you, well, actually you can do it any week, but if you would like to share something about how entrepreneurship has impacted your life, send me an email, and I'll post it. I'll post it when I'm putting it in Facebook. When I publish it in Facebook, and a time this week that you would be available to have a recorded conversation. We will record it. It'll be recorded on YouTube. We'll try to do Facebook Live. We'll see. Well, that's, if nothing else, is a podcast. So Facebook podcast, and make it happen. We'll make it happen. So that offer for Global Entrepreneurship Week is hopefully good this week. I will give back to the society that helped me to be successful. And I guess that's the driving force of what it is, why I do what I do, to give back, because I am here and able to give back. And it was the efforts of those folks and the help and assistance of those folks around me that got me here today. So I am more than happy to give back. And finally, the last line of the commitment, I will build a stronger America. Actually, I took that pledge for the first time, and it was the very next year that the Kaufman Foundation did the Startup America Partnership. They were tricking me into getting involved in that one. So that's it. Entrepreneurship is a way of life for me. Folks say that you have to be risk adverse, and well, folks say that the thing that fears folks the most is the concept of risk. And I have lived my last 52 years not even thinking about risk, because it is what it is. And if there's a challenge, you take care of the challenge and do what you have to do. And that's so that's, to me, is not taking a risk. To me, the risk is not taking. You're doing potential harm to the world if you don't take action on what that entrepreneurial dream is of yours. So take action. And if you want some help motivating that action, send me an email at what time you are available, and I will attempt to get back to you. Well, I will get back to you with an invitation. It will be something in Google. I have been using exclusively Google Meet, and then I upload those to YouTube to make them a YouTube. And that works for me, so we'll continue on with that. But we'll have Facebook background, and once I create that URL in YouTube, once it gets uploaded to YouTube and I create that YouTube URL, I will give it to you to use for your marketing, the things that you are already doing, where you want to publish that URL yourself. I have places that I want to, it will be published, but you might have some of your own. So I will give you use of that. I'll take it back. Well, there'll be a time when you won't be able to use it, but that's going to be part of what we're doing, the Celebrate Business Project. That's part of the project. So that's it for now. On Thursday at 1 o'clock, I will be having a conversation with my good friend Barbara Weltman. And Barbara and I have been live streaming on the internet for 16 years. If we weren't talking directly about Global Entrepreneurship Week, we were talking something about entrepreneurship between Barbara and myself. But we're going to have a conversation on Thursday at 1 o'clock. It may be that Barbara's book, her book that she's written for the last 26 years, Small Business Taxes for whatever the upcoming year is, and obviously she revises it, and she actually edits that all year long online. She will do edits to her book online all year long. Uh, so uh, the book may be ready. The 2024 edition may be ready for Friday, for Thursday's discussion. If not, Barbara will be back for that conversation. And I don't know what else. Who knows what else will happen this week? Maybe you're going to make something happen this week. We'll see you soon.